Also, there's a lot of theories. I don't even know if I want to say. You can have any theory you want for the quote lore behind the video, but it's funny. It could be read in two different ways. It could be read as hopeful, and it could be read as morbid, because the light at the end of the tunnel with Bettel 2 definitely falls in line with death, but I think it could also be seen as hope, and that, you know, Bettel 2 isn't waiting for me in the afterlife, but Bettel 2 is waiting for me at the end of the tunnel of like the road that I'm on. You know, it could go either way. So going towards the light isn't always a bad thing. Also, God is Dead, You Aren't Keep Running was, I think, a linear decision. Linear went in their own direction for that. I think that's, it made it actually even. God is Dead, You Aren't Keep Running is a hopeful message. What interpretation do you prefer? I can tell you the interpretation that I intended. The intended interpretation was actually hope. Was actually a good thing. The light isn't death, it's the continuation, because the other two covers that it matches in for continuity were very dark and kind of arduous. The first one was very like, you know, it was like a climb, and then the second one was like this internal sort of struggle, and after all of that you can kind of come out the other end and get to the tunnel, you know. So I think I wanted it to be more of an end result of like a good thing, but it could also be a bad thing. But I'm not about to be like Stanley Kubrick or go and say like, well, you could interpret it either way. It really doesn't. I had an intended interpretation. It was to be seen as keep going. So Bettel 2 is guiding you towards something better. Yeah, kind of like a guardian angel, you know. Also, the song is more upbeat. It's not like, oh, I'm dying. It's more of like a get up and go kind of song. Like a Legends reference, yes. The message for those covers, for me personally, the intent of them was imposter syndrome, or like never feeling good enough for your own worth. And it was that kind of fight between yourself, you know. It was all of them were kind of this overarching message of like imposter syndrome and value and perfection and perfectionism kind of thing.